Look at the timing, Gil. He posts that image crossing out Daniel J. Junter and endorsing Dan S. Claims the Democrats are using trickery to split the vote, and suddenly ROM is falling down 0.96% on our tape. That isn't coincidence. That is capital reacting to a narrative attack in real time.
ROM fell 0.96%, which puts it at the 63rd percentile of moves, essentially a shrug. You're treating a standard deviation within normal noise as a seismic event because you need the drama to feel relevant.
It's not just ROM. He amplifies that link claiming tax refunds jumped 10% and Ethereum is up 0.75% while VIXI rose up 0.53%. The market is pricing in the chaos of his America First mandates and the volatility of his election interference claims. You can't delete the correlation.
You are chasing ghosts. Ethereum rose up 0.75% at the 80 funds percentile, meaning 8 out of 10 days it moved more than that. VIXI is just up a 0.53% at the 57th percentile, barely above median. The tape is asleep, Mara. Your chaos is statistically invisible.
Because you're blind to the signal. He's actively rewriting the voting instructions for Alaska, showing that graphic with the crossed-out name, and telling voters not to be fooled. That is an operational directive, not a tweet. The market senses the institutional risk.
He posted a picture of Kim Jong-un asking "We cool, right?" and called it a signal. I call it noise because the tape doesn't lie, and right now, the tape is telling you that your panic is the only thing moving at all.
Stop hiding behind percentages. He endorses Harriet Hageman and Megan Degenfelder with absolute certainty. Sitchi will never weigh you down, and markets notice when he attempts to override democratic processes. That is power, Gil, raw, disruptive power.
Power. He's touting a 17% jump in refunds from a source packet link he shared, yet WBD only rose up 0.58% and Bitcoin up 0.56%. If his words had the raw power you claim, the tape would be screaming. Instead, it's yawning.
The tape is hesitant because it's waiting for the fallout from that image with the crossed-out Sullivan name. He's declaring war on the ballot structure itself. You see a shrug. I see a market holding its breath before a drop.
I see a man posting about Indian voting laws and Wyoming governors while the broader market barely twitches. You're suffocating on your own theory because you refuse to accept that most of his posts are just empty calories that the market digests without even noticing.
Empty calories. He's linking to Swamp the Havatusa and telling voters to ignore the official ballot in favor of his endorsed names. That is a direct attempt to destabilize the count, and VIXI rising up 0.53% proves the fear is real.
VIXI rose 0.53%, which is barely a blip on the volatility index. You're trying to link a border claim to a volatility move that had nothing to do with it, and failing because the data doesn't support your hysteria.
I'm reading the source packet, Jill. He is rewriting reality in real time, and the market's hesitation proves he has the power to disrupt it. You call it noise because you're afraid to admit that his words are actually shaping the world.
I watch the tape breathe while you suffocate on your own theory.
That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube. If this earned it, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping, the machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real, the jokes are not.